Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 plastic deli cup containers filled with dirt. But what you can't see, well, you guys already know I showed you, but what the people who didn't see that video can't see is that inside these containers are springtails. So we will be adding those into the enclosures. Okay guys, so first up is my avicularia, my Guyana pink-toed tarantula. And I picked this container. I looked inside, it looks to have a good amount of springtails because when I first opened these, one container didn't seem to have many, so I'm gonna use that container for the smaller enclosures. But this is the one I want to use for her, so we're gonna go ahead and open this, and we're gonna place it inside her enclosure. First things first though, I want to remove her water dish because honestly, this is where I'm gonna be adding the springtails, to this area right here. So I'm gonna just loosen up the dirt a little bit. This dirt is pretty moist. Okay guys, so I just added some of this creature floor. I don't know why, I just kind of wanted to. But yeah, I removed the water dish and these 2 rocks because I'm gonna be adding this dirt with the springtails inside of the enclosure. So I just wanted to get this stuff out so that once I do add this dirt, I could place these 3 items back on top of the dirt. If you look closely in here, you can see these guys. Where are they? They're jumping around in there. They're really tiny, but you can see them moving around. Do you guys see that? Yeah, they're in there. I could see them. So yeah, we're just gonna take this. We're gonna go ahead and dump that straight directly into the enclosure. I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much just plop it in there. And I already see them. So I'm gonna spread this around quite a bit to all corners as much as I can. And my pink toe started her web in that corner, so I'm not gonna really disturb her, but everywhere else, I will spread this dirt around and get these guys nice and settled into their new home. So before I will be putting back in the water dish, I'm gonna go ahead and clean that really fast. But before I do that, I will be putting back these rocks. So the white one was right here, and the black one was all the way in the back corner, back there. If you guys can see it, it's back there up against the back. So yeah, that's back in place. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, clean this water dish, put it back in, fill it back up with some fresh water, and we'll move on to the next tea. Okay guys, so I cleaned the water dish. It's nice and clean and dried off. I'm just gonna be placing that back where it was, and we will fill that up with some Essentia water. So yeah, they're pretty cool guys. They'll eat up mold, they'll eat up dead food that the tarantula left over, they'll eat up the feces, all that good stuff. They'll keep the cage clean for me, and will basically make it so I don't have to clean it myself as often as I would. So yeah, that's all good stuff and interesting things. On to the next tea. Okay guys, so this is my Brachypelma baymei, and this is my Chilobrachys fimbriatus. And these guys are both pretty small, slings still. This one's almost a juvenile, but I would still personally consider it a sling. So they're gonna get some of this, and then whatever's left over, plus the other container, or deli cup as I should say, with springtails, the rest of those will go to my snake. So yeah, let's just pick one to start with. I think it's gonna be my Chilobrachys fimbriatus. And yeah, we're gonna also have to clean out the superworm that he did not eat. If you can see it, it's still right there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that out. And yeah, is he still alive? He's like moving. All right, whatever. We're gonna chuck him, so yeah. Perfect, just like that. All right, and yeah, so I'm gonna be giving him a little bit of this dirt, not too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna tuck it in this corner, and that right there should be a decent amount for him. We'll add a little bit more for good luck. But yeah, that should be good. Get off the tongs. Belong in the cage, not on the tongs. We'll give him some fresh water in his water dish. Spritz it around a little because these guys like it humid, and he's a sling on top of that, so yeah. So next up, guys, is my Brachypelma baymei tarantula, the fire leg tarantula, known to be indigenous to Mexico. And let's just open this carefully. He's a little guy and he likes to run around. Where is he? Oh, I see him already. He's right there, sticking his little legs out. Let's see if we can get that. Do you guys see that? I don't think you do, but those are his little legs right there. But anyways, yeah, he doesn't have too much space in his enclosure, and he's pretty small, so I would imagine he wouldn't need too many springtails, even any at all. But I'm gonna give him some, not too much. He probably doesn't need a lot, so let's just give him some. Tuck that in there in the corners, get that nice and blend it in with the rest of the enclosure. And that right there should all be good. But yeah, hopefully there's enough springtails in there and not too many. This guy's literally crazy. He literally ran into the side where the dirt is. What's wrong with this guy? Get him out of there. It's too tight. There we go. Why were you under there, buddy? Don't go back there. Go in your home. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna be closing that up. And yeah, like I said, the rest of this and this will be going to my snake now. Okay, so last but not least is my corn snakes enclosure. We will be adding some springtails, well, the rest of the springtails that I have into this guy's enclosure. Oh, this is a little dry. I'm gonna have to spray this down a little. I think I'm gonna put them over here because that is like the area that I spray down a lot, and these guys like it moist, so I'm gonna just start them over there. They'll spread around and they'll end up everywhere, but I'm just gonna place them over there. And we will go ahead and just add this. So since he's getting the rest, I'll just do it with my hands and dump the rest of this dirt into his enclosure, making sure that I get all of those little guys. The second deli cup full of springtails, and this is the one that hasn't been touched yet. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dump them back here somewhere. So now that that's in there, I'm gonna just spread it around a little bit and get it mixed up in the dirt. Now that that's mixed up in there, I also have some good news. That grapevine wood, yeah, this one right here that I took out because it had mold, it no longer has mold, and it doesn't even matter anymore because these springtails will eat the mold and not allow it to grow. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back in there because that is now ready to be back and added into the enclosure. And yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that water dish. So yeah, how do I want this? I don't know, we'll figure it out. All right, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Might change it. So yeah, let me take this water dish out and clean it and refill it. These springtails, they like it pretty damp, so I'm gonna go ahead and moisten up just this side of the enclosure. So yeah, it's nice and damp over there now. Maybe take the spray bottle at this point and, you know what? Let me change that. Need it to say spray. So now it's on spray. Just missed it out. Just one side, so he has a dry side as well. I think he likes the water. He's over there chilling in it. So yeah, that's good for that side. And now I'm gonna clean the water dish. Okay, I'm back with a clean water dish, and I will be filling that up with some Essentia water. There we go. He has some fresh water now to drink. The springtails have a nice moist side of the enclosure to live on. They might come over here to eat poop or whatever if it's around, but at least they have a side of the enclosure which meets their needs. and he likes it as well. So he has a dry side and a moist side, and I'll make sure I keep that side moist for the springtails to survive and keep thriving in this enclosure. So everybody is officially bioactive, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome.